The other synchronistic thing happening for today with the other people that were up before me is I have a daughter with some very significant mental health special needs. And I've spoken with you before, years ago, about that. So I guess because of I'm having an issue because of the nature.
Now here's the deal.
Yeah.
We are not going there. Not now. We just found.
Okay.
We just found a wobble-free place, and we understand how it's so easy to think that the way you get there is by solving problems, but it isn't.
Right. There's no way to solve this one.
Isn't that the best thing ever?
There's no way to solve it.
Isn't that just the best thing ever?
Yeah.
We just love it when you have an unsolvable problem. because then you do the only thing that ever works anyway. As long as you've got any other avenue, you'll be out there wobbling your ass off. Esther's watching far too much television. Far too much television. Well, we like to speak in your common vernacular, and that's what you do. You are action-oriented to your detriment. And we're not trying to talk you out of action. We're just wanting to talk you into alignment first and then inspired action. Because when you start wobble-free and law of attraction gets momentum going, it gets going, you feel it, you feel it, you feel it, and you become invincible. And everybody around you sees it, you see. Just don't take problems and bring them to the forefront. Mm-hmm. Let them be. Mm-hmm. In other words, get wobble-free and then get on your high-flying disc and then get into the vortex and then create your vibrational atmosphere and then let it be about energy. Let it be about emotion. Let it be about the way you feel, and then watch what happens. And stay off the challenging subjects for now. Stay off the challenging subjects forever. Stay off the challenging subjects forever. The challenge is where the wobble is. It's not where the energy is. You cannot get there from there. Get in your center and watch law of attraction help you out. And understand, if you can understand, please understand. We want you to understand. Mm-hmm. We want you to know what we know. You are pretty much knowing what we know. Can you feel it? Can you feel that? So now we're going to tell you what we know, because now most of you are feeling resonance with what we know. Source is on your side. Source knows who you are and where you are in relationship to everything you want. All of this is lined up for you. Spotlight shined all over the place. As spotlight shined all over the place on path of least resistance for you. Go there, call this one, do this, feel this. All the path unfolding. We're not kidding you about that. And when you're chilled, when you're happy, when you're easy, then the ideas just flow so easily to you. And you begin to feel that magic carpet ride. You begin to feel that worthiness. Yeah.
Well, my wobble isn't, because I know there's nothing to do. I know I've surrendered to that. And
yet you're still talking about it.
Well, my wobble is in, as a parent, holding on to the idea of her being independent.
We don't care. None of what you're saying or thinking now, even though on the chart of human events, it should be way up there to be concerned about your children.
Right.
And we're not trying to get you to not think about your children. We're just saying, can you feel the difference between this and where we just were?
Yes.
And that's what gets you every time. It's this feeling that I need to take care of these things. I need to take care of these things. And then once I've taken care of these things, I've got to control the conditions.
Yeah.
And once I've controlled the conditions, then I'll be where I need to be. And we say, give it up. Don't try to control the conditions. Control the vibration of your being. Control the relationship between you and who you are. That's where your control is. That's the only control you have. And once you master that control, everything around you will fall right into place.
But I'm not trying to control conditions. I'm trying to let go of my sense of what my hope for her. I'm trying to let go of that.
All right, so let's just take a minute and go there. He's stubborn. Let's just take a minute and go there. So we're not going to talk about anything out there because down here where the emotion is, at the most general emotional potential for least wobble place there is, what emotion best describes the way you most often feel about her?
Probably
Worry.
Hopeless.
Hopeless?
Yeah, hopeless.
Hopeless.
Yes.
So sit with that for just a little bit, and then we just want to ask you something that it will be easy for you to answer. Do you love this girl?
Absolutely.
You love her? You do?
Yes.
Do you know you don't love her and feel hopeless at the same time? So right now, we want you to choose between hopeless and love, because it is a choice. Mm-hmm. So which do you choose?
Love.
All right, so now that you've chosen that, feel it a little bit and give us a detail of that a little bit. In other words, you can describe it in some way. Esther can't describe it. She was looking at Luke the other day. She couldn't even put words to it. She couldn't find any words. She couldn't find any words. There just weren't any words. But oh boy, did she feel it? Did she feel? And she came to the realization that what that feeling of love was her out of the way and Source looking through her at Luke. She knew for sure that was what was going on. So she didn't have to define it because she knew whoever was looking knew it. Mm-hmm. So she was kind of just agreeing. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Feel that?
I'm getting there.
And so you realize that you can do that or that. Which would you rather do? That's something you can control. Mm-hmm. That you can do that. You can do that. You are doing that. Love. Mm-hmm. No conditions. You don't love the way she plays basketball. You don't love the way she speaks English. Mm-hmm. In other words, leave the conditions all out of it. Leave all of that out of it. Just focus on the feeling of love and realize that that's what Source feels for her. Mm-hmm. Unconditional love. You can tap into that. You just did. Mm-hmm. You can tap into it often. You can make that an art within yourself. Mm-hmm. And not many days from now, hopeless will be gone from your vibrational frequency. And then you'll look at her and you'll remember one of the reasons you love her so much. Long time agreement. You came to help me remember what unconditional love is. Mm. You came so determined to help me remember what unconditional love is that you refuse to do any conditions the way they should be done.
Yeah.
I had no choice with you. So as long as I was needing the conditions to change, I felt hopeless. Because they're not changing. Mm-hmm. But I don't need the conditions to change. That's not what this life is about. I'm not here to change conditions. We're here. You see, it's the beauty of the way it all works. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, you sort and sift and you ask and you fill your vortex full of it. And then step 2 is Source becomes the vibrational equivalent of everything that you've asked for. Everything, even the things you feel hopeless about. Source has become a vibrational match to everything you've asked for. And when you find that unconditional place of utterly allowing alignment with the energy that creates worlds, all things are possible. But we don't want you to accomplish this so that you can change the condition of her life, although it will. We want you to find this because, love feels so much better right now than hopeless. So much better right now. And life is now and now and now and now. It's not later. It's not later. It wasn't before. It's not next. It's now. Right now. You can resonate with the fullness of who you are or not. That's all. Good to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
You yell at your kids, "Don't you know I love you?" And they're looking back at you like, "Yeah. I don't think so much right now." "Oh yeah, listen to my words. I love you. I love you. I love you and I want the best for you. I do this for your own good. I love you." And they're thinking, I don't think so. I don't think so. Love doesn't seem like it feels like that. That feels like a conditional thing you got going on that's dependent on me being different. and I'm sort of kind of not responsible for how you feel, so you need to work that out with yourself, Mom. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment.